Hey, have you ever felt like there was something that you were supposed to be doing, but you didn't have clarity? You just couldn't really get clear direction? Well, today I'm going to share something with you that may help you with your thought process in that area. Welcome to Pushing 50 Seeking Purpose, a space where we can all grow in grace as we navigate this unique season of life. I'm here to remind you that you have wisdom that others need, experiences that matter, and a purpose that only you can fulfill. And the topic for today is clear vision. And I'm going to jump right in with the scripture reference coming from Ephesians chapter 1. I'm actually going to be reading it out of the message translation, but it's Ephesians chapter 1, verses 17 and 18. And again, out the message translation. And this is the Apostle Paul. This is what he said. He said, I asked God, our maker, I asked the God of our maker, Jesus Christ, the God of glory, to make you intelligent and discerning in knowing him personally. Your eyes focused and clear so that you can see exactly what he is calling you to do. So, in other words, the Apostle Paul was praying for the Ephesians that God will give them a clear vision on what they're called to do. And that's also our prayer for us today, that we will have a clear vision of what God is calling us to do individually and collectively. And of course, having a clear vision of our purpose and what we are called to do, that looks a little different for everyone. Like some people's vision may be um, ultimately supporting another bigger vision, right? And others of us may be called to pioneer something, but all of us has a different aspects of the vision. Ultimately, it's God's vision, but sometimes we kind of fall in different places. So no one's vision or purpose is more important than anyone else's. We just have different assignments. So there's just a vast array of things that God calls us to do. And we just need to make sure that we're going to Him to receive the vision for our lives. And that is the only way that our vision can be clear, because no one else can actually give us the total clear vision for our lives. And I'm actually reminded of a situation that happened to me like just a few years back when it comes to vision. Literally, I had to go back. I had to go get a new pair of contact lenses, right? And when the optometrist, when they gave me my trial pair of contact lenses, I could see fine out of my right eye, but my left eye, my vision was blurry. Now, when I went back to him and had it checked out, like, I tried it for a while. I said to myself, well, let me at least give it a few hours. After it didn't clear up for a few hours, I said, well, let me give it another day, another day, another week or whatever. But my vision never cleared up in that left eye. Now, when I went back to the optometrist and he had it checked out, he had the prescription right. The power was right, the focal length and all of that stuff was right. But he said that the way that the lens was made, it was a few degrees off axis, and that caused my vision to be blurry. Now, it wasn't the optometrist's intention to give me lenses that was off axis to make my vision blurry. But because I trusted him, I accepted what he gave me. Now, so what does that have to do with the topic at hand and what we're talking about? Well, the point that I'm really making is that God is the only one that can give us the clear vision for our lives. People that we know, people that we love and respect, they can give us recommendation and they try to get us to see our lives and see our purpose through their lenses. And there's people, like I said, there's people that we love and people that we respect. But what they give us is always going to be slightly off axis, right? Even as much as they love us and as much as they have good intention, they cannot give us a clear vision for our lives. If we depend on what they give us, our vision is always going to be blurry. So, like again, well-meaning people will misguide us, but God will never mislead us, right? So again, in order for us to have clear vision and clear direction for our lives, we're going to have to go to our Creator, because He knows exactly why He created us, right? And here's the thing about vision also. He doesn't give us the full vision at once, but as we continue with Him, He brings clarity as we move forward. And it's just like when you're driving in your car, when you get on that with the headlights, when you're driving down the road, as long as you're going the right direction, right? So direction is more so the main thing when it comes to having a clear vision. As long as you know that you're going in the right direction, when you get in your car, your headlights, you can only see a short distance, right? And even though we can only see that short distance, we trust those headlights enough to keep driving and to keep moving forward. And we need that same type of trust when it comes to God, and trusting the clear vision, which means trusting to move and operate in what He's clearly showing us right now. And that vision begins to unfold and becomes clear as we go in time. And as long as we stay on the right path, in the right direction. And as we travel, even with God, He gives us signs and mile markers and all of those things to assure that we are seeing Him correctly and we are on the right path. Trust God just like you trust those headlights. When you trust those headlights to move forward, trust God the same way to give you a clear vision. So, hey, just a really brief message today. I wanted to get on and share that. If something in this message resonated with you today, hey, I'd love to hear your comments below. Maybe share your story, share aspects of your vision. Maybe share something that may help someone along with their vision to bring clarity and things of that sort. So again, share your story. If you have questions, you have comments, we would love to hear from you. Make sure you do all of the social media stuff, like, share, subscribe, and all that. Let's just build some community together. But most importantly, remember, hey, tell a neighbor, tell a friend, tell your auntie and mom and them that we're back again and we're still pushing. God bless.